First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive line.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready. Set.
Following the interception, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do?
Ready.
Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camp, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, and the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball notch free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 32 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the gun. Love. Flush to his right. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air again, Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 4th down, Love. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Daniel Whelan now. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing, because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. In motion left goes Watson. To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Love to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Red, yellow. Hut, hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love now. Flushed out right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Ready?
Going back to Love. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here we go.
Love. They'll roll him out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And now Love going to change things up.
Smash, Grant. Hut.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready up. Let's go now.
Now Love.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ready.
Here's Love. Here's a diving catch right side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Jaden Reed.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Love throwing for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Zach Baugh there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Throwing. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Okay, ready?
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll send Watson in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage
What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Staying on his feet. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, and it was 4th down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Paris Campbell, 65 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Ready. Hut.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love, eluding the pressure right.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Right side to Watson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. A big play here, 3rd and 2.
Red, cycle. Set, go.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Double 38. Here we go.
Now Love. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great. Hey, easy, 63, pass.
They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ready, break. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. The 20, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball.
Being on some chill, We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap the